Hello everyone, Cupra just revealed the new Cupra Born 2026, which also means a lot of the details that we'll see in this car will be in the new Volkswagen ID.3 as well, which should come out in the middle of April. I can see it at the event in Hamburg at the end of March. This video is brought to you by A Better Route Planner, the route planner for EVs. Hundreds of cars are supported. Choose your configuration, plan your route with the charging network that you want to prefer or charging networks that you want to avoid. If you're a premium member, you can use real-time weather forecast and traffic information, and you can also use A Better Route Planner in your car with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Use the link in the description to support the channel and use A Better Route Planner Premium for 30 days for free. Let's start with the stuff that's very similar to the old car and its motors and batteries. We still have the 58 kilowatt hour battery or 79, but they're different power. We still have the VZ as before with 240 kilowatt with the APP 550 motor, but just pushed from 210 to 240 kilowatt. But then with the same battery, the 79 kilowatt hour battery, you can have a 170 kilowatt motor, which is 231 horsepower, which I think is the old 150 kilowatt motor just pushed. And then with the smaller battery, 58 kilowatt hours, you get 140 kilowatt, just 190 horsepower. I don't know why you can't have the 150, the 204 horsepower motor anymore. The WLTP ranges are with the small battery 450 kilometers, which is really good. And then for the big battery, for both versions, it's around 600 kilometers. And I thought that the VZ would be more efficient and have a bit more range. Yes, it has more power, but it's the more efficient motor. That changes. Let's start with the design. It's not extremely different, but I think the front looks a bit less aggressive. It has the shark nose that Cupra is so proud. The rear looks really aggressive, which is nice. We have matrix LED headlights now in the front, which I don't think we had before, which is really nice. The car will still be built in Zwickau, where ID.3, Cupra Born, Audi Q4 is built. Maybe ID.4, maybe the ID.4 moved already to Emden, where the ID.7 is being built as well. The rear logo is illuminated, the front logo is not, which is a bit sad because it's the same size as in the ID.7, for example, where it's illuminated in the front. I don't know what's the difference. We get new wheels, 19-inch, 20-inch wheels. They will be bigger, especially for the VZ, 235, where usually it was 215 tires, which is great for stability and putting the power down on the road. This is nice. By the way, if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery, where I'm vlogging. So if I get a car, what's happening with the car, if there are any news and anything happening, really awesome. The interior is totally new. New materials, a different design, and a lot of changes. Let's get through this. So first of all, we have real buttons on the steering wheel, like the ID Polo has already shown here in the Cupra Born, and then in the ID.3 most likely it has real buttons. No haptic feedback anymore. You cannot swipe for any new functions. Everything is a real button. But as we see on the video, it's the same buttons. You still have the same switch for the head-up display or the cockpit. You can go up and down to this. You can change your trip. You have your steering wheel heater on there. It's exactly the same. Volume and of course next song. And volume and on the right side is now a scroll wheel. This is new. Maybe you can press it for the OK. So this is something new. Then we have air vents in the back in the ID.4, Cupra Tavascan, Skoda Enyaq. You had that all the time, but in the ID.3 and in the Cupra Born, you didn't have that. If people in the back wanted air, they got it from the top or from the feet. Now you can get it from the middle as well, which is really cool. The window opening has now 4 buttons. We know that from Volkswagen ID and then Cupra Born. I think, did Skoda Enyaq has that as well? I can't remember. But we had 2 buttons, and then if you want to adjust the rear ones, you had to press an extra button and do this. Now It's 4 buttons. I guess a lot of people were complaining about that. The light control changed a bit. Before we had the light and then defrosting the rear or defogging the front also there. This is now in the infotainment system. It's not a real button, so it looks a bit different, but it works the same way. The whole interior is new material and it's recycled material. 75% of it is recycled, which is really cool for the seats or for the armrests and stuff like this. This is really cool. And now the biggest new change is the new cockpit. It's bigger, it shows way more. Before it looked more like an LCD display. It wasn't. It was pretty small and tiny. And now it's bigger. On the pictures that we see, it shows the same information. There's nothing new. I hope they will implement a bit more. Maybe the map when you navigate to something. That would be really cool when you have such a big screen. And right now it looks like they're filling up the space, but with not a lot of information. So we'll see how that goes. The main system now is also a bit of Android Automotive in there. So we'll see how this is gonna work. ID Polo, we know, already has that. We saw in some pictures that when you're navigating somewhere, you see the arrival state of charge right away. You don't have to go into something. You see it along with your time at arrival and the kilometers to go, which always was missing. I hope this will be the same here in the Cupra Born and then in the new ID.3 as well. The sport seats in the Cupra Born are standard in all cars. In the VZ you get special one, Cup Super Sport seats. We'll see how comfortable they are, but oh my god. We have a new Sennheiser sound system that would give you a bit more bass and good power bass, and it will also, with the drive mode, generate a driving sound, which I don't like at all. I don't know why manufacturers do that. Who likes this? I don't get it. If you're an electric car, you're happy that it's quiet. Why would you ruin that with something? I don't get it, but who cares? The Cupra Born will also get illuminated door handles. I didn't know that it didn't have that before. I know ID.3 had it. So why would the Cupra Born didn't have that, I guess? Vehicle to load to power external devices should be coming soon, and car key with your app, so with the phone. You don't need your real key, you can do it with the phone like a lot of cars are doing right now. When it comes to driving dynamic, we have in the VZ, for example, we have the DCC standard, and it should be really better and more sporty with the car. The VZ is the sporty version, like I said, with the bigger wheels and everything. So we'll see how that is. We have launch control now. This is nice in the VZ and in the Endurance, so both big batteries for maximum acceleration and progressive steering. And a really new point, which is amazing, one pedal drive. ID Polo again was the one where they already said this will get one pedal driving, and we didn't know how it's going to be implemented, but ID Polo is a front wheel drive car, so it's a bit easier to do. But now rear wheel drive cars from the Volkswagen AG ID.3 and this Cupra Born will get it as well. So I can't wait to drive this and test it. How is it? Is it simulated with the brakes, which I'm guessing like Volvo does in their car? That's so amazing and awesome. I can't wait to see that. We get a new travel assist, most likely travel assist 3.0, which is also included in the ID Polo and starts with the ID Polo. It will have that at lights the car will stop when it's red and continue when it turns green, which is cool. Cloud-based speed changes. We'll see how they implement this. Again, if this is the same as before, where when it's 50, it's driving exactly 50, or you can adjust it and say, when it's 50, drive 5 kilometers an hour more. That would be nice. Otherwise, it's, I don't know, it's a bit annoying. So there's a lot of new things in there. The design hasn't changed monumentally, and it doesn't have to, but new materials, new interior, new displays, new software, new features, And I think they really listen to the customers, and therefore the Volkswagen ID.3 will be very, very similar to this Cupra Born, and a lot of people will like these changes. Motor and batteries have changed in the years before. I don't think they need a change right now, unless at some point they go to 800 volt technology. But right now they're great cars, they drive great, the battery is great, charging is amazing. So they're really done well. Can't wait to drive the Cupra Born and then the ID.3 later. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, but that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.